Theme song.
2.0.
This one, I'm sure it's requested from Robin Wild.
Hmm.
Game's called Cubivore.
Okie dokie.
Now,
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
I never played this. It was on the Gamecube.
Apparently.
I always saw the box,
Okay.
and I'd seen pictures of it,
All right.
and I never knew what the fuck it was, so I'm quite interested to know what this is.
Like weird mini spore or something? That's what I'm getting just from the available information. Ah, this game's old enough to fuck. Ugh. It's weird. I don't feel old exactly.
That's,
What the fuck is going on?
I think it's a pig.
Is it?
I think so.
It's kind of like a pink dog. Like, gotta check the old controls.
Hey, I noticed every time I restart lately, Dolphin, I have to click refresh or my controller won't work, even if I turn the controller on before I boot a Dolphin. Yeah, it's been weird.
So the input's not saying anything different? Like it's not saying...
No, it's exactly the same. Yeah.
That's really weird. It's doing that. Cubivore. That sounds like a complex way of calling somebody a lesbian. You know. Alright.
This piano's distressing me.
Yeah, no, like, I was just in the process of appreciating that. And I think appreciating is the right word. I mean, again, I have, particularly for something, from 18 years ago. I mean, these days, fucking people pump out weird art house games like they're fucking nothing. Because, there's no one fucking shaped like me standing between them and, the possibility of getting it out there. Okay? I'm amazed they got the rest of your names so correctly. Primal Piggy, mate. Is this what it was like before you were born? Like, is this how it is? Just in this weird cube dimension and it's warm? I don't know. I mean,
I'm distressed.
I mean, at the moment, it's just looking like what fucking stole Minecraft off of.
I don't think thundered is the right word there.
Huh?
It thundered across the plains.
Yeah. Oh. People of colorless.
So they're eating them. Okay.
Okay.
Just don't look what?
Here comes civilization.
Robin, did you choose this because your last name's Wild?
Jobs.
So that's a connection. I will slap you.
Ah! I am genuinely speechless. I have to get the bees to come back.
So,
Okay. Okay. I am born fucking. I am Piggy A-Rod. I don't. Jesus.
Oh, I'm controlling.
I need a minute. Like I'm like a universal adapter, but still have to change the parts. Like, yeah, there's bits you can plug me into some weird Eastern European fucking outlet. You can't, there's things you have to unclick a thing, you have to click another thing back on, and then you're ready for the Eastern European outlet. Like, I'm not I don't come here with my fucking weird plugin. You know? Like, there's not a lot of reason to. You know, because what are we usually playing? Oh, yeah, look, here's fucking Donkey Kong, or here's a fucking, you know, another game. Or like, and even the fucking, you know, stupid bullshit games we play, like Squirt Milk on the Titties from fucking, you know, Russian stolen copy of Unreal Engine, you know, 1482. They don't require the weird plug. Because they're not weird, really. Just stupid. That's a whole separate fucking kettle of fish.
Hey, you're about to run.
And, you know, then there's stuff like this. And this is I'm in the corner of the room and I'm going, oh, okay, I gotta change plugs. And I'm pulling another plug out and I got a big bag of fucking plugs and it's a little disorganized. Look, shut up. And I'm there fucking, oh, okay, gotta get this plug out. And then I look up and it's like, oh, the fucking plug I need's different again. It's like, fuck. So I back that, unplug. Okay, now I gotta get the even weirder plug out. And it just didn't stop. For like a solid run of like 6 or 7 plugs there was just, whoop, nope, gotta get the new one. And I suspect I'm not done. I suspect I am not yet finished fucking getting my goddamn plugs out. Like at this rate, I'm holding the plug that I save for when somebody hasn't seen fucking The Idiots or something yet. Like I've got my Lars von Trier plug out. Horse points. Yeah. No, I was right to get the Lars von Trier plug out. Like that was a good decision. You know? I feel like fucking Nicole Kidman wandering around a black expanse marked out in like white tape stage directions. And now I understand that sensation. You know? I mean, I 100% know why I haven't heard of this. When did this get? It was 2002, wasn't it?
I think so.
That's release year.
Yeah, it was GameCube.
No, but I mean, like, you know, it's not like this was a late GameCube game.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I feel like it would make more sense to me if it were a late GameCube game, you know? Look at these little eyes! Oh. Yeah, fuck it. I'm putting the fucking Lars von Trier level adapter on. That adapter can cope with a lot of extra shit up to that. Downscaling from that adapter is a fairly simple fucking process. I mean, horse points,
Horn.
that's not that
It was
surprising.
horn.
Tongue points.
It's horn.
Horn points, was it?
Yeah.
It was horse points.
Horn.
Okay, that was horn points.
It's definitely 4 letters.
Okay, this is tongue points. I'm eating hearts. Does anything even threaten to take your hearts yet? I'm guessing that will. That's...
Color meat?
Oh, God.
That dude's like, wait, I'm not meat. Tired, Jack. Okay.
This is the play school way of explaining the American police to your kids. It's just... The pig sees color meat and must consume it. This is rapidly developing its own adapter.
Oh, no.
Okay. And you got a weird front butt. That doesn't look like an evolutionary advantage, if you ask me. I mean, you know. Need to go back to the drawing board on this motherfucker. Get some, like, actual stuff.
Think it's meat?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You know. I mean, like, if eating people's hearts really did give me some kind of, like, fucking, you know, ability. Like, not courage. I don't really give a shit about, like, you know, because at a certain point, excess courage is just stupid. You know? Like, Okay, so pink.
I want its teeth to crack open,
Yeah.
and then the Evangelion music, Berserk music, to start playing.
Like, at this point, I can't dismiss that as a possibility.
Oh, now I got side flap. But I lost bottom flap.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I want both flaps.
okay, you're hanky pale, I think.
I am. Hello. Gonna eat you.
This is taking so much more cognitive energy than I was prepared for. Like, I don't come here
Where am I?
turned on. You know, like, it's what's the point? You know, I gotta write later. That takes fucking thought. You know, I gotta fucking read fucking weird goddamn books later. That takes fucking thought. You know, this should be the fucking... What the fuck?
Eject pale.
Because, yeah, like, I don't want, you know, more courage. Because, see, now that's almost like a proper form of locomotion. Because what the fuck am I doing with straight courage? Like, oh, I'm gonna be brave enough to try this. It's like, well, should you, though? Like...
This is kind of... I kind of know what Bug Snacks is going to be now, I think. I think it's pretty much just this.
I mean, if you're gonna steal something, you may as well fucking steal this. I mean, so far, the only 3 people know this game exists. Us and fucking Robin Wild, which sounds like a porn name. You know. Like a Robin Wild might have an OnlyFans. Although these days, don't girls just use their fucking names on OnlyFans? I swear.
A lot of them do, yeah.
Like, huh?
Oh.
Hey, careful, that thing bites back.
I'm the biter, not the bitey.
Okay. Changed into yellow. I am curious, yellow. Okay. Oh,
I got the dark meat.
problematic.
Scarf
ethnic-
pale dark.
Problematic fucking ethnic connotations. That's not useful. You know, like, what's
Yeah.
that? Oh, I got half a fucking leg flap. This is an ordeal. I'm in an ordeal. I can recognize when this is happening. And like the problem with it is, the hiccup that I'm having is this was released on the Gamecube in 2002. You know? Like, that's the fucking tickly part. That's the bit that's dingling in my uvula. If this were just, oh yeah, someone made this game at home like 3 weeks ago, you'd be like, oh yeah, that, you know, it uses weird sentences like plum tuck it out. Like that's, you know, like again, it's like when you see like, it's like again, if you saw that.
Stop saying that. You can't say that ever again.
Oh.
It will just
We're
take
trying
away
to get
monetization. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just mute it.
I did last time, but it's fucking annoying because I have to. That's why someone in the comments like, why did you like censor the F word? I'm like, dude, read the sentence again. That ain't the F word. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah.
Homosexual African Americans from space.
There you go.
Because that had to get made in a time when, you know, you couldn't just put it on YouTube. You just put anything on YouTube. You just make anything as weird as you goddamn want and stick it on YouTube. And someone will fucking see it. Like, there's whole subreddits dedicated to just like not Tim and Eric and Deep into YouTube are 2 good ones. And you can just go there. It's like, what's this? It's a video. It's like a video with like 3 views and there's hundreds of them. And it's someone just like, you know, reviewing something insane that nobody gives a shit about.
This came from Intelligent Systems.
Huh.
Atlas picked it up and localized it.
We get this localized. We don't get Mother 3.
I know, right? So it eventually started. It was
All right, so it's Japanese.
started on the 64 DD, but moved to the GameCube. But Intelligent Systems are known for such titles.
Rings a bell. It's on the very edge of my fucking brain. I swear I've seen the fucking logo recently.
They made the original Mario Brothers arcade game.
All right.
They did a bunch of the old stuff. Metroid, Super Metroid. Like they helped develop these games. A lot of the Fire Emblem series. They made Mario Paint.
See, this is what I mean
Paper
about...
Mario on the 64.
Now we're starting to piece some elements together.
Mario Kart, Advance Wars. They did a lot of. They did Thousand Year Door, WarioWare, Smooth Moves. So many games, dude. Like, holy
See,
balls.
I feel like this gets to part of the root problem in game design being so, like, such a
they're involved in so many pies.
group effort sort of situation.
Yeah.
Like, again, like if you see a movie was like, you know, written by someone or directed by someone or something along those lines, you can come to an understanding about what that movie or fucking, you know, book or whatever is going to be like. Because, you know, there's a strong authorial power in a film, be it through, you know, direction or script, like, you know, screenplay. It's like the Charlie Kaufman movies. You know, they were screenplays. He wasn't a director for ages. I think the first movie he actually directed was Synecdoche, New York. And nonetheless, there is an incredibly powerful vein of recognizability that runs through these fucking films, which is really, you know, kind of interesting. You know, and like, again, like fucking Quentin Tarantino movie is going to have a certain feel to it. You know,
Yeah.
You can go through lots of fucking films like this. And then there's video games. And it's, you know, it is such a team thing because like Rare continued to exist long after they were what we'd call Rare.
Yeah.
And so like Intelligent Systems does this and it's like, oh, okay, what else did they do? Well, a bunch of shit that's nothing like this. And it's like, well, okay, was this the brainchild of one person at this fucking company, you know? And did they then get, I don't know, put in a barrel and sat next to the Ark of the Covenant in the fucking great big warehouse where they put these things?
Possibly.
I mean, you got to put them somewhere safe. You know, because this kind of creative energy is a very dangerous fucking thing. You can't just have it running around. You know, if it gets its hooks into something in the real world, it's incredibly dangerous. This is where you get cults and, you know, things like that. Like it's because half the cult leaders are all failed fucking, you know, actors or singers or something anyway. Like that was, you know, L. Ron Hubbard. Like if L. Ron Hubbard's shitty fucking movie had been like as popular as Star Wars, you know, we probably
Did he live in a cupboard?
ditched. He should have.
Ron Hubbard, he lived in a cupboard
for a while.
eating flies and rye.
Makes me think of Tom Cruise because it's Curds and Whey.
Curds and Whey.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that fucking rhyme?
What?
Little Miss
Little Miss
Moffat sat on a tuffet eating curds and whey.
Along came a spider and sat down beside her and scared
Miss
poor
Moffat away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. L. Ron Hubbard sat in a cupboard.
Swearing his son wasn't gay. And he was. And as L. Ron Hubbard was a terrible father, he only treated that in as much as it would hurt him and the impression of Scientology.
Fantastic.
Oh, it was an A-grade piece of shit. Anybody who's a Scientologist should choke to death on a bit of brick.
A two-limb beast. Does that mean I get two?
I'd hope so. I mean, what's the point? Otherwise, you know. Like again, I'd eat
every motherfucker.
I would eat people. Like that's the problem. Is it's just not like, you know, it'd be like one of those, you know, vampires from every third fucking graphic novel. Where like I'm not just running around eating like fucking, you know, Susie who was in year 9 at school. Like, you just pick jerks. Because there's enough jerks out there. There's enough people out there that if you were a vampire, you ate them, nobody would care. You'd be able to get away with it. You know, you could go fucking undetected for ages.
This is bullshit. I should go 2 bits.
Yeah.
I feel like this game's got its priorities wrong. Give me multi-limbs, damn it.
You know, I'd be concerned if you were able to meaningfully discern what kind of priorities this game has. Because I'm still
The bug go.
not entirely sure. There it is. Get it.
Little fucker. That wallet stole my paw print.
Wallets of leather. No.
Also,
I mean, you have to boil and eat the wallets before you can suggest cannibalism. That's how that works.
kids at home, Gabe told me a story today that involved walrus leather. Now, if anyone has any walrus leather, I need you to speak up. Or any sort of weird leather that's unusual. Please let us know.
Yeah, so what happened was, normally Aaron, you know, gives me my money and it's in an envelope. And that keeps the money from just being everywhere. And today, he didn't have the envelope, so we went to the bank and he just gives me just a horse choking wad of fucking notes, which is an inconvenient thing to have, and it didn't fit in my wallet. And so I'm just like, all right, well, we got to go to my dad's house, so I'll get dad to give me like an envelope or something. I can put it in there, and that'll be fine. And then so I messaged dad on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, I need like an envelope or some shit. And the problem is it's dad. So Aaron comes downstairs after fetching the wallet mission, or fetching the, envelope mission, with two things. One of them was just a wallet, it was an interesting emotional journey, because the second I saw the wallet, I was surprised, but also angry with myself for being surprised, because of course somehow envelope would translate to wallet to dad. Like, he'd just do that thing where, his animal brain would be able to see through, to see these kinds of similarities that I don't, whereas I see an envelope and a wallet as two things. Dad, just for his whole life, has been referring to wallets as money envelopes or something, Like, money envelope.
Of course,
there you
that's
go, yeah.
your stupid fault that you told him.
And, and like, hey, it doesn't solve the fucking problem, 'cause it's a folding fucking wallet, so I can't fold it. I didn't think fucking was going to be a part of this. I really didn't think fucking was going to be a part of this.
Anyway, continue.
I don't know, Aaron. You can mate. I'm not sure
Money
what takes
envelope.
fucking precedent to that. Yeah, so it doesn't fit the fucking task, even. It says, now I have a wallet I don't need. That's fucking great. This is a person who used to regularly call me on the phone, and the first thing I'd hear from the other end would be, what did I mean to tell you? Fucking, I don't know, man.
I just farted.
You have to learn how to text.
I gotta poop.
Oh, God. Make do using Z, Aaron.
I'm pressing it.
Hold it. All right. Mash it. Yeah. So you're getting higher. Go, Aaron. Go. Poo. Poo. Poo, Aaron. All right. I don't think that's not doing anything.
I think that was the poo there.
He does.
I think he's already done one.
Yeah.
Saying maybe for next time.
Really weak poo.
I want to fuck something. He's like, I can mate.
Who isn't? Like, yeah, we just watched a little cube pig's bar mitzvah. That's fucking amazing. Oh, Jesus. It's just, it fucking... Okay, these are the different, like, basic shapes you've got.
They're the mutation, yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm looking at a fucking wallet and I'm just annoyed. And I'm annoyed at a lot of things, but I'm also annoyed at myself. Oh, Jesus. Just, who wrote this? Who localized this? Like, someone localized this. That's the fucking thing that gets me. This got localized. Mother 3 didn't get localized. Japan can't be trusted to do shit.
I'm in the frog bog. Oof. Let's go.
Oh, holy shit. I did not know it was going to be so focal. Yeah, it's just like with us.
This was just some dude going, how far can I get a fucking simulator?
Women like a dude with a lot of mutations. That is 100%. Vavavoom. Uh-huh. Vavavoom was probably like an R-rated fucking term in like the 20s. You know? Vavavoom was probably the 1920 equivalent of tongue punch your fart button. Like,
yo, lady, vavavoom.
Oh, you're king of 6 cubivores.
Fuck yeah.
All right, that pig slut looks like pretty good. Oh, look, you've attracted 2 females. That's 2 more than I've got.
Yes.
Why'd you even move
Why?
on to no? Oh, man, it's good. Oh, you're doing them both at once? Holy shit. Yeah, all right.
PDA Rod's, he's fucking pimped out.
All women are kind of like at least 1% bisexual. Okay, there you go. Oh, all right.
Oh, do I play him now?
Your weird munted threesome kid is fucking available. Wonder how that works. I mean, did you fucking seed the egg of one and then transfer the egg to like a surrogate? Because apparently you get like you get extra DNA bits out of that. Like, because you're stewing in some other lady's broth, and that imparts genetic material. So people who've, like surrogates, have got like a bit of the dad, a bit of the egg, and a bit of the fucking soil the egg came in.
Oh, wow.
Well, Aaron's dead. Aaron had sex once and died. That's pretty much like, the situation with his back.
Oh, so I think I get it. You can mate.
Yeah. You want to level up as hard as you can.
Yeah,
So
because I think it
then-
resets you.
Well, I mean, you've got like horsey shape. So like,
Yeah, so every time you mate, you get like a different sort of shape, I think. You still have all my other stuff? What does that do?
go to the bestiary. Oh yeah, so you're in the level up. See? The bottom left. On the next run.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if we can become the most dangerous game of all. And
Oh, look, that one's like a stop sign.
stop cube.
It just makes that go away.
Still just upset this got localized. Because, like, fans had to localize Mother 3.
Oops.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, finding out this was localized is a bit,
It is
how's your father?
staggeringly mind-shattering. Like,
Eat the bones. What does that do?
Marrow's good. I eat marrow.
What does marrow taste like?
A
What sort of texture is
little
it?
bit like it's floppy, a little bit like organ meat.
Okay.
So there's a meaty taste to it, but it's got like that kind of up near the back teeth quality, like a bit like
points! Ooh.
This has been a rich and creamy experience.
Oh, lordy. How does that even translate to health regen? Hump points.
Again, the trick to any of these experiences is not to engage the logical brain. You have to kind of shut down and
I'm
simply
just trying to work
allow-
out how the connection of like how they could come to that.
Oh no, yeah. So that's
Localize it.
That's yeah. That way, like, that's a trick. See, that's
Logic
that's
is
the
a
fucking,
trick.
That's the
Fuck,
little
you failed me.
yeah. That's the little piece of ham that fucking lures the mouse because you're gonna
Oh,
go.
fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try and find the connection to this. Don't. It just so someone had a stroke and survived, and now they. Oh, look, you can shit. There you go.
I'm just thinking of ham Spock. It's a Spock made of ham. Of course, that is unlogical.
I mean, do you need to eat those right now? Like, are you full? Like, because you
Get 100. It told me to get 100.
Oh, okay. Where's the? Oh, okay, top right.
Top right,
Okay,
yeah.
I keep looking at the top left. I thought those were health or some shit. The training ground.
M-Page bowl.
Okay. We can fucking. We can grip it and rip it. We can play the fucking spinning tops game. Whatever the fuck those are. Yeah, beef up the body. Let's beef this pig. Aaron, you're not beefing. All right. Yeah, I feel the same way, Aaron, the clappy cube pig.
If we should maybe play like that Second Life thing and I can be this thing flapping around.
Ay, fuck
Hello, ladies.
So I've started 2 anecdotes and forgotten them too, just because every time I go to fucking, I try to like logically organize thoughts in my head, and then something happens in this, and the only way I can survive it without fucking just exploding in some fucking fashion is to fucking wander through the perilous chapel and like unhinge my brain from coherent reality. It's the only fucking way. The only way you can like tank this shit without fucking, entering a fugue and finding yourself, naked in the fucking freezer section of a Woolworths again.
I have a stamina bar.
And they fucking told me they'd call the police if that happened a 3rd time.
And that's fair.
Yeah, once is an honest mistake, 2's pushing it. 3 is just disrespectful.
I shall eat you, then shit.
I think I had like too much money or something. I had a thing full of money. I was annoyed at that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
No,
you
no,
annoyed at your
so
dad.
The other thing Dad's sent me, because I made the mistake of thinking the algorithm that operated him could understand envelope, was looks like a coin purse, but it's just way too fucking big. It's just a giant, but it's not a purse.
Yeah.
It's just this weird fucking sack. And like, it's got like the sort of texture of crocodile testicles. And like, Aaron was like, oh, you know, here's this. And I was like, oh, do I wonder what the fuck this is even made of? And Aaron was like, well, you know, it's probably just some kind of fake crocodile leather. And I was like, yeah, it's probably fake. But like, every now and like, cause Dad'll go to like fucking, you know, weird, you know, not fucking cash converters places and shit. And find just, like he's got a real fucking knack of just going into a place and finding something fucking peculiar. You know, and then getting it for like $15 for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
He's got like that kind of Yug-like quality, like where people are just like suspiciously nice to him sometimes. I have just the opposite. I have the glimmer of human intelligence in my eyes, so people just don't, you know, people always suspect I'm after something even when I'm not. So it could be just some fake piece of crap he got at like a goddamn hippie store, or it could be like actual crocodile leather and 70 years old. And the evidence I have for this, you know, because Aaron was like, why would it, you know, and fairly so, why would it be real? You know, why would your dad just have some crocodile leather he's got fucking sitting around to give to you? It's like, well, he does have a walrus leather suitcase, or like a document case thing. It's like, it's old, it's like, it looks like a doctor's bag a bit.
Yeah,
It's not a doctor's bag. And yeah, it's made from fucking walrus leather. And, you know, I'm waiting until he dies, and then I'm stealing it. I actually noticed the last time I tried to take it, which was very upsetting.
What did he say?
Hey!
That's fantastic.
That, and he's got some still potentially radioactive trinitite, which is a fused sand from, so it's a sand that's been fused into a kind of glassy substance.
Oh, yeah.
From the world's first atomic explosion at Trinity, the Trinity site in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Because my great uncle Grover, which is a name you just don't see fucking much these days, was an American soldier. And he had apparently spent time out as a grunt monkey out in that area.
Rare species, better eat it.
That's the rule. Oh, bit your back, Aaron. Being on the food chain sucks. Like I never want to experience food chainery. It's just like, again, you look at shit that lives in the ocean, and it's like, well, you know, there are just mouths everywhere, and that's all it is too. You know, what's that? You know, you see like when a fucking one of those soulfish, you know, the things that like burrow down into the fucking thing, and they just sit there. And you're like, oh yeah, look at that fucking fish go. And then suddenly the ground eats it. And it's just...
I hate that.
Yeah, and it's just the mouth gets it and goes back to not looking like a mouth so fucking fast that you've just, like, whoomp, he's gone.
That's why I always hated the eels in Mario 64. Because they captured a real live eel fucking perfectly. What does it do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. So you get next to its hole and then it goes, Rah! And then goes back to its business.
Yeah, and
it's fucked up. I don't like it.
And the thing is, like, you know, if the mouths don't just eat everything that comes by, then the mouths die.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta eat everything that fucking, you know, tries to fucking sneak past your mouth hole. Trapdoor spiders are the same fucking way. Just...
Wait.
I go to a fucking Coles.
Imagine if there's like, just like a giant trapdoor spider out there, like human size.
That's like, I've thought about that a lot. Where like, okay, so like there's things that have evolved to like moths and shit that have the secret eyes and whatnot. There's things that have evolved in ways specifically to hide from or fuck with certain forms of predator.
Yeah.
You know, like the stuff that just looks like a leaf. And it fucking looks like a leaf. Like there's stick insects and like bugs and shit that will fool you to fucking look at it. Like you can see these things, it's like, that's a leaf. And then the leaf goes and then creeps away. You're like, oh, it's a leaf bug. And I'm like, yeah, there could be things like that maybe we wouldn't know because something's just like some kind of fucking, you know, giant modified barnacle just looks like fucking post box. And you know, why would you suspect it? You're not going to until someone goes to try and put a letter into it and then they just get eaten. And like they don't eat often. They even work as post boxes, some of them. It's just they just sit there, they do nothing, they spend no energy. And like once it's absorbed something, it stays there, it's getting digested for ages. You know? And like it's not the corpses you go for, you know, people find the dead and it's like, oh yeah, that guy died. It's the missing persons that are the fucking, you know, alarm bells. Like these cunts just vanish. And it's like, where? Yeah. You know, what, the other fucking dimension? They fucking, you know, go off to fucking, what was that show that everyone thinks is great but isn't? Leftovers, that's right.
I was going to say Quantum Leap.
No, that show is great.
I know. I will take every said opportunity to bring up Quantum Leap. I just, like you can't do TV like that anymore, and it's fantastic. Because he body slides into people. And
one time he body slid into like a kid with Down syndrome.
And that's where you might have seen the GIF. It's a beautiful GIF of this guy, just normal looking guy opening the door.
Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
And he's like, he frowns, he looks confused. He goes, I'm retarded, and then looks in the mirror. And because it's only his brain, so you see Scott Bakula. Scott Bakula, when he looks in the mirror, and everybody else in the show sees like the person that he's fucking body slid into. And, you know, body slid into a kid with Down syndrome. And so like, he goes, I'm retarded, and then looks up and there's like a Down syndrome guy looking back at him.
It's fantastic.
Generally it is a very, it made the rounds as a reaction GIF about 5 years ago, and you know.
Oh man, if
Like,
the show
again,
did that in modern day.
Localizing and having the word bugger is fascinating. Because bugger isn't a word that gets that hurt. Aaron, careful. This is like a boss.
Dude, I'm fucking trying to avoid them. They're going nuts at me. Lock onto that one, you bum. Right, health. There we go.
Suck shit, other monsters. You fucking, you don't have a pause menu. That's your problem.
Biggins come.
You. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got like a fucking crocodile testicle purse full of fucking currency.
So yeah, if you got some weird leather or articles out there, let us know.
Yeah, no, the walrus leather thing is legit. That's an actual thing. It's a problem of like being someone who works from home though. It's like I have no reason to have anything that carries documents because A, who the fuck has documents? And B, I don't have anywhere to carry these documents to. Like I'd have to print things that I have onto paper just to put them into a fucking, like that's the tragedy, you know? Like you can't have like,
okay,
you can't have like a walrus leather fucking, you know, Google folder, no, Google Drive. That doesn't exist. Like, so I need something. Oh, fucking Jesus! Do you have any more food? Or
I do.
Thanks.
I do.
Yeah, because that little bugger fucking got you good. Going to eat your soul.
Hey, where'd he go?
He like vanishes. There he is. I have eaten your children. You have no color, you have no honor. Can you just keep nailing them with those one hits over and over again?
That's the only thing I can do, yeah.
What's...
I got pounce and then I got like a...
Don't do the charge, just keep hitting.
No, there's no charge. I just had to wait, because I got a stamina.
Ugh.
Oh no. Hey, what? You don't... Tell me this shit now, please.
Scar tissue makes you strong. Yes! That was...
I'll eat your bum.
Hey. What the fuck was that? How dare you? Oh, you got one of his bits.
Oh, wow.
Fucking...
Multi-bit.
Oh.
He's like,
no,
cunt.
Got that too.
Hey, pardon me. Oh, you still got more.
I mean, I'd do that if I was like, you know, an interrogator or something.
Got raw bone.
Can only help with mating.
Boy Scout beast defeated.
Man, like, the thing that's getting to me is this feels like, you know, a stroke's worth of word salad. But I feel like the terrifying part is this makes sense to somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Which is a fucking worry, to be honest.
Raw bone's power. I can block even better by pressing B. Oh, there's a block button.
Fuck yeah. Well, you want that. You can't... I mean, I feel like you're just going to be blocking with your head.
Yeah.
But still.
Frog bog. Who had this game? If you got this game as a child,
Nobody.
why?
Nobody.
Like,
I feel
if-
like
if
I'm
you-
being lied to. Like, I feel like this was made like last week. This is like fucking that fucking PSLR game where someone made a Mega Drive game like 5 years ago. Like, someone made this and they just put 2002 in the fucking thing. I know when I'm fucking, I have enough horn points to know when my horn's being swoggled. All right?
No, I remember seeing this. It's all on the
Can't
shelf.
pull the wool over these eyes. Okay. All right, so now he's after good pussy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you gotta have that. You gotta
Yeah,
have.
if you received this...
You can't just have a big bucket of fucking women. You have to have at least one cuddle woman. That's important.
If you received this, tell me, who did you receive it from? Did you buy it for yourself? If so, why? And was that a good purchase? Let us know. A love bug. Worth 3 love bites. Oh, nice. I'm gonna get my fuck on.
Hell yeah. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
A roll bone. Alright, how many females do I get this time?
Give me the mic so I can take it away.
It'll be... Oh, 4!
I got a stamina for 4. You know, my heart still works. I mean, the thing is, though, like, fucking...
Shit.
I feel like I gotta modify my approach or some shit. Did you just turn down 4 women? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Because I pressed the wrong
Gay
button.
lord.
It's alright, I'll
It's
just
like
come back
fucking-
in.
Tinder just keeps presenting me with a very specific kind of white Australian lady that I am not interested in. Like, it is just... It's like walking through long grass full of shazzes. Like, I really am not interested in these people.
Well, that's because your name's not Dazza. Duh.
Like, or Gaza. Like, I
Gaza.
just... You know, I could be a Gaza, I just don't want to wear shorts that let people see my scrotum. You know? I'm just not big on that.
Yeah.
It's weird how much of
I thank
like
you for
really
that.
homophobic bogan culture is turbo gay.
Yeah,
You know? And I feel like the two things are intertwined, you know.
100%, dude.
Like, you know. Suck the odd dick, you'd probably be less of a jerk. Alright, look, I think 4 limbs, being a bed is better than being a bookshelf.
I love the noise it makes.
What's this for? Look at that. See, now you're a real thing.
I'm a real boy. Like, do you have to be a pig? Do you get other things
No,
later
you're
on?
never allowed. That's just genetic dice you roll, Aaron. You're a pig monster.
I grew a fang.
You're a pig monster with a fang. I mean,
Where's
you
the
know,
fang?
probably in your mouth. You'll probably see it. There, fucking look.
Hey! Fuck yeah.
It's a good fang.
Okay, this game got a bit more interesting to me. Just a bit.
I'm like kind of terrified to see what state the last stage will be in. Imagine finding your dad dead outside the orgy palace.
At least you know he had a good time.
Died doing what he loved.
Fucking. Wait.
When he fucking.
Oh, I'm fucking war.
have had 2 threesomes, but like, I have to say apparently, because I don't remember because I was that fucking drunk.
Dude.
And I'm kind of annoyed by that, and I demand a do-over. I feel like it's not fair. Feel a little bit cheated.
I remember most of mine. I also remember Father Dear walking in. Aaron.
It had to have been one of the only times he was ever actively proud of you, though.
Dude, cops here. And then he saw what was up to and was like,
now.
"Ooh," and then left.
Jesus, I thought you were gay. Look at that, you're almost people.
I know, right?
So that's what you need is hands. Hands are the things that fucking open everything up. You know, and nothing else has hands. And, you know, most of them are shit. Like,
opposable thumb is the big one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the... I'd take hands as being the defining quality of, like... Opposable thumbs as being the definable quality of hands. Otherwise, you just got, like, paws.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, everything has paws.
Or talons.
Yeah, like talons. Yeah, talons are good.
What other words are there for, like, animal feet?
Hooves. Hooves are weird, though. Because they're like a giant toenail you walk on.
Yeah.
Like, they're more like a shoe you grow.
Still, it's a type of foot.
Which is pretty convenient.
Let's keep thinking. Anything else?
Yeah, all right. Well, it's talons, paws, claws. No, because claws go on paws.
Yeah.
So you can't... Talons, paws... I mean, really, it's just feet. I mean, there are a few animals with hands, but like, you know, they're mostly family members to humans. So like, fucking, you know, chimps and shit. And then like the odd fucking weird thing, like kind of rats, I think. I think rats can do shit. I know they're kind of like clever. Because that's the thing, is like once you can fucking, you know, once you got hands, you can start fiddling with the world around you. And that's where the fucking, you know, that was where it ended for everything else. Because humans learned pointy and throw. And that everything else was fucked after that. Everything else, like, yeah, you might be really good at putting your face near something, and then the face has like teeth and shit. Like this guy, like little fucking, you know, walking square foot piggy Aaron. Like that is, you know, that's a pretty good design for something that doesn't understand pointy and throw. Like humans worked out how to basically create like a fucking mouth that they could fucking peg at something. That's great. Because then, like, you know, you don't have to get bit. Because you see fucking animals go at it, and it's just like, you know, they have to get their head near a thing that really just does not want its head near it. And they'll kick it, they'll fucking, you know, hit it with horns and shit. Like, it's not easy getting some of those little animals.
Yeah.
Even fucking boars and shit. Like, that tusk, that's a dangerous fucking little, you know, it's a dangerous fucking thing. Like, on humans, the tusk is like, the way the fucking boars use the tusk is like almost a guarantee to tear like fucking femoral artery in your leg. Like it's really like people think they'll go spear hunting boar or something in the outback, and it's like no, you're going to fucking die if you do that.
Dude. Then you've got like the giant pigs that just roam around your farms that just like eat people.
No, yeah, like there's giant wild boar in the outback, and they're fucking huge, and you know, I guarantee you can't fucking throw a spear at one and kill it in one. That's not gonna fucking do.
If anything, it's gonna go berserk.
Oh yeah, you know, you're just going to make it angry and alert it to where you are, and it is going to fucking annihilate you. Like, cause you think, oh yeah, pig, and he's like, I eat pig. I mean, like, geese. Yeah, like I'll make fun of someone for being afraid of a goose, cause it's a fucking bird, and like there are birds worth being afraid of, like the fucking eagles and shit. Like, that have talons, you know, they have talons. And those talons are fucking insane. Like, look at those things and like, Jesus. You can like fucking crack open a coconut and they're basically made of swords. Like, it's a hand made of swords that can destroy coconuts. Like, that's a fucking...
Yeah, that's not okay.
That's almost an X-Man, you know?
Where do you think you're going? Wait.
I mean, even cats. It's funny that cats are so fucking small, because if, like... You know, because we own big dogs. You know, like, there are tiny dogs like chihuahuas and shit. And then there's like, you know, Great Danes and Saint Bernards. Like the biggest dogs on earth are things that humans own for fun, you know? And we fucking rub their faces and dress them up in stupid outfits and shit. Whereas like, there's a real sudden and sharp... What?
You poop out the colors.
There's a real sudden and sharp upper limit to the size of cat you can safely own, you know?
Tell that to fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but like even he like his cat was like, you know, had like a big chain on it. And shit.
He owned a tiger at one point.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he owned a fucking tiger, but it's not like even the lunatics that own tigers don't own tigers like I own my cat, you know? Like my cat, she'll look at me and I'll go, oh, look at you, you fat sausage. And I pick her up and I rub my face on her. And there's nothing she can do about that because she weighs like 2 kilos and is mostly fur. And that's the situation. It's like, you're mine and I own you. Whereas like, you know, and I see people do that to giant dogs. Like I've seen lots of fucking enormous like dogs that are fucking huge. Like, there's pictures of even bigger ones on the internet. Like, there's this fucking thing called the Tibetan Mastiff, which is like if you just fucking David Cronenberg'd the 4 different dogs together, you wind up with a Tibetan Mastiff. Like, it's an insane looking animal. But again, half the pictures online are of like tiny Chinese women hugging them and like taking them around and getting them dressed up and making them look pretty and shit. And that's just like, dogs are just like, that's domestic. You know, we don't do that with cats at a certain size because it's literally only the size difference that keeps us in charge. Because like in a pinch, you can like win a fight against a dog. No one's winning a fight against a cat at a certain size. Because that thing they do where they bite you and they scratch your hand a bit with their hind legs, that's not so fun once the claw is a fucking, 6-inch talon that'll just shred you. And that's what they have. You know, dogs have paws and claws that are useful for digging. Cats have like flesh-rending fucking tools. And they scratch you. When you play, wrestle the hand and shit, they'll be like, oh, this is not fair, and they'll scratch you and they'll feel good about themselves. But to you, it's just fun. And you're just like, oh, look at you. Whereas you can't do that with like, at a certain point, it's like, oh, that fucking cat's too big. I think you can get away with cheetahs. I think cheetahs are about as big as it can like reasonably get because apparently that you can just have them around. They don't attack people. Like, because like they'll do it out in the wild too. Like you can go out and like in those cars and shit, and they'll take you to like look at the fucking animals. And cheetahs will just come up, and they don't panic if the cheetahs come up. Jump on the car, and you can fucking rub them on the head and shit. And honestly, like that's probably just what we should do with cheetahs. I mean, you'll need to take them for a lot of walks. I mean, a cheetah at the off-leash should be something to see. Like no one's fucking Jesus. Like no one's getting their fucking ball back if the cheetah's at the off-leash. Because it's just see a dog clumsily wobble after a goddamn toy, and then there's just this fucking spotted blur. Old Cheaty got my ball.
Oi. Get him. Get him.
Die. Oh, bottoms.
Wow, get
At least he got 74 fucking health now. And a fang that lets us... I have gray. Dark and gray. What does that do?
What, eating them?
What does being gray do? Besides, help us recognize that April is the cruelest month. We able to compose beat poetry now? It's nuts when you think about it, like, because, everything just evolved. Like, at one point, the universe was just this impossibly dense fucking nugget of shit. And then, if you leave, like, fucking warm hydrogen around long enough, eventually someone writes the lyrics to My Humps. Like, that's just an ironclad fact of reality, is at the point where the universe exploded and was born from, like, I don't know, Jesus nut or whatever the fuck it is you believe to keep yourself sane, My Humps was inevitable. This was inevitable.
I am inevitable.
Yeah. I fell down this hole when I was looking at that picture of Boris Johnson being pushed on a swing. Dude, like, artists try, and some of them try hard. Some of them are insane, Have you blocked?
Yeah.
Oh, that's block. Or is that?
Yeah, that's block.
Okay, cool.
Been blocking thing.
Yeah, I saw you take one, and I thought, oh, that was like, maybe that was what block. Because like, artists will kill themselves too, they'll do drugs and they'll pursue danger and they do all this stuff in this desperate attempt to sort of impress and amuse people like me. And, I appreciate it. But, like, just be minding your own business, and then something will just weird will happen, and you'll just be reminded that trying is just futility. Because I still, like, I've been staring at that picture for like a week or so now. Like, when I first tweeted it, like, I tweeted a thread of it, and from the start of the thread to the end of the thread, which is like half an hour apart, it was just me staring at this fucking image. I mean, because you could talk about just the facial expressions, just the composition of fucking Johnson and whatever, I'm assuming fucking right-wing political maniac is pushing him on the swing. And that's before you even start to approach the idea of him on the swing. This is a lot. There's so much in every little element that you try. Like, why are they in what looks like an abandoned community housing play area? Why is there what looks like a, either frightened or maliciously dangerous little girl in a concrete tube? And then if you look way up in the background, and because like I keep trying to approach this image, and it's like, did somebody, how much of this was designed? Because I feel like maybe pushing him on the swing was like an idea. So we're like, hey, let's push Boris on the swing. We'll get a photo of that. And that'll endear him. Jesus.
Russianator.
We're so manly.
Oh! What the fuck? You ate me. Have we mate?
Some of them do. Every now and then you meet a girl who, doesn't just suck dick as a politeness. Is just about that.
What'd you do about the, acids and shit? That would suck. Being digested slowly.
You fucking, every version of you's diet, though. That's the thing. You're like the fourth generation of pig iron.
That's true.
And now this is happening. Gadzooks is the correct exclamation for that. Again, who localized this? Someone wrote this. That's the thing. Someone sat down and was like, okay, how am I going to translate this? Okay. If only I could be born again.
I guess I'm going to
be
born again.
What are we saving? Why are you asking us to save it between... Oh, we are dead.
Oh. Shh. Oh.
Fuck, I'm just glad I had the fucking... I made the sensible decision early in this video to keep the fucking geared adapter out. And that was a good choice. I stand by. I've been able to just take all this on the fucking chin. Huh?
I was just
Let's go meet Jesus. I bet Jesus is like a fucking deck of cards with a fucking pig's head on it. It'll be great. This is... Revelation has been delivered unto me. Alright, maybe you're not ready to go. Oh, there you go. There's an active one. Yeah, you gotta fucking...
I was just about ready to finish, and I'm glad something else came up. Yeah. Just I was like, this will be a pretty flat ending, and now this. So I'm like, all right, pig heaven. Where's the lesbian cloud?
Do we know?
Are these all the things I've eaten?
Oh no, man. Huh? Oh, great. I thought it said "and Greg," which I'm upset now. That's a better idea. See, that's an example of what I'm talking about with the Boris Johnson pictures. That's universe art. No one created that. I didn't create that. The game didn't create that. It was a mistake.
So different colors give you different things, traits and stuff.
It's in the background of that picture, and this is the part that, this is the thing. Truly good, weird shit will effectively pit two parts of your cognitive dissonance against itself. So you'll be like, okay, this can't be true. And then that one thing being unable to be true will effectively posit an alternative as necessarily true. But that half your brain will be going, no, this alternative can't be true. And then you've got two things that can't be true just facing off against each other, and you're like, Jesus.
So the more hearts you have, the better it is for females.
Okay, yeah.
I still don't know what getting 100 does. Because it said get 100.
Fuck, I don't know, man. Maybe it gives you another testicle. It's in the background of that fucking picture.
Oh, they heal you. Okay, cool.
Is feral kid, and I know it's a feral kid. Like I get a sixth sense for this. It doesn't matter whether you're fucking a chav or, you know, some favela dweller from fucking Brazil or, you know, some kind of Kyrgyzstani bogan. You can sense each other.
Mm-hmm.
In the background, there's some fucking feral chav kid, and in and of itself, that's not a big deal. But he's got like one of those, you know, those shitty trigger action reaching claws that the obscenely fat have to not have to try and navigate past the vast sphere of belly. He's got one of those in his hands, and it's just out in front of him, and it's holding what looks like a mobile phone.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, again, your brain will try to approach this using coherent understanding of the world. It's like, okay, it's trying to hold a phone, and you'll focus on that phone. Then after you've tried to organize what the thing in the claw is, and you'll be going, oh, okay, it looks like a black rectangle. What else could it be in the modern world? It's a phone. So it's a phone. And then, you go, okay, so he's holding a phone. Then your brain will go, okay, now on to the next bit. Why has he got one of the fat lady reaching claws? And then that fucks up the phone idea. Because why would he be holding a phone with a fat lady reaching claw on top of like an abandoned children's entertainment section in what I can only assume is a cursed community housing, you know, development in, you know, some tragic concrete hole of UK. Then it all goes to pieces. The lovely theory you had just collapses. All right.
I want to be born again.
I want to go back.
It's like suspenseful horror music in like the old shows.
This whole thing is, it's been it's been an experience. Are we going to crawl our way out of the giant lady's poo? Okay. Oh, all right. Well, there you go. You didn't want to be a pig anymore.
Huzzah. Grizzly A-Rod. Okay. I get it. I dig it. I dig it.
Is there people eventually?
I don't know. Let's do a quick Google. Different
Let's dare to Google this.
species in...
I feel like you should use a VPN before you fucking... Hey, look, you're just getting bigger.
Fuck yeah.
Is that going to stay that way? Like, I mean, you're a bear, so I'd assume that you're
I
fucking
think so.
large. Like,
Have a look-see. $150 mutations. Jesus.
okay, but that's all the bits and pieces, though.
Yeah. Trying to look at species. Cubivore didn't sell well in Japan or America because of the unfavorable sales. It's since becoming a rare game to find for the Gamecube. Prices of Cubivore can vary from $50 for just the game disc to $150 complete with manual box, art case, game and disc. Cubivore is one of 18 cancelled or ported to different consoles, 64 DD games.
That's so good. It delights me that nobody liked this. Like, not for the people who made it or anything, but like, just, it's pleasant to me that to occasionally see things that are so strange that they don't have a home anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it would have bothered me a little bit if this were really popular in
Because,
Japan.
like, if this came out now, like, people would be probably all over it. Like,
Oh,
it'd have
no, it's the Super Mario Brothers movie phenomenon, where it's like, if you release that trailer today, if you, like, fucking... whatever that movie is where everyone forgets the Beatles and then some dicknut just decides to be the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like, if you did that with the Super Mario Brothers movie to everyone would fucking fall over themselves going on about how fucking cool it is.
But most of my point is that the great sort of climate of gaming and indies that you can, if you have an idea.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I was going on earlier was like, this.
It's so easy now to fulfill a dream and get your idea out there.
Yeah.
Whereas too much before,
No, it's why I
it
go
would be...
fucking barking mad when people bitch about, like, you know, oh, there's no games for people like me. Oh, fucking do something, you tool.
Make one.
Like, do you know how hard it was to get anything like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to have to, like, if I wanted to see weird shit, I couldn't just go into fucking Google and type, hey, what's some weird shit I haven't seen? And then see all the weird shit in an afternoon. I had to go to, like, clubs and shit. Like, I mean, beyond being a member of, like, over 30 fucking video stores, I had to go to, like, fucking trash video nights and shit like that, which meant getting dressed, you know, going out, and then going and seeing just a grab bag of whatever haphazard shit fucking Stumpy had managed to get his mitts on. You know, nowadays, you type Midget James Bond into fucking Google, you get the movie with Midget James Bond from, like, fucking Indonesia. That's a real thing. You could look that up.
I'm doing it right now.
That's a real thing. And that was, like, you know, again, you can just do that. And not only can you just do that, you can see, like, the 14, you know, copies that someone's done. You can see the Nigerian version of it that was made for $2. Like, it is so much fucking easier. You can fund, create, and distribute creative material without ever interacting with anything, any kind of, you know, oppressive fucking power structure. So go get some shit done, you fucking moaning dumb shits.
2 series of Cubivore toys were sold. Diamond Comics Distribution Inc.
Are they still in business?
Toys are very rare. As of February 2016, prices on Amazon's Japanese website are between 500 yen, normal figures, and 4,100 yen for rare figures. They actually had toys.
That's weird.
That's nuts. That is actually nuts. I'm obsessed with this game. Like, I need to... Let's see what the prices are actually on eBay at the moment. Holy shit! Oof. They were not kidding. So, doing a quick eBay search, 16 results, Gabe. Pre-owned, $345, 6 bids. Pre-owned, $399 with Bex to offer. Pre-owned. Oh, wait, sorry, no, there's one that's brand new for $1,300.
My God.
One that's still in the fucking... Someone stole this. 100%. Still in the magnetic case.
I mean, the problem is like, that's probably from a magnetic case for a business that doesn't exist anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, like it'll fucking game hole or some shit from where people used to fucking actually, you know, back when you had to go to stores.
Yeah, most of them are around the 350 plus mark. That's actually insane. There's one there for $15, and it's one of those really clever people that go, Cubivore, survival of the fittest. And then they do this in text, really large text, so you don't fuck it up, reproduction art, and DVD case. But people will still probably buy it thinking that's the game. Would be staggering.
Yeah.
There's lots of people that do shit like that. They just sell the case.
Yeah.
They clearly label it.
Yeah, they
so
just...
you're the idiot if you just went, oh, quickly buy it. It's $15.
It's
Someone must have not known the price for it.
It's just dumb bait. Because I've seen things like that. It's like, you look up, it's like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind this, like, fucking Transformer. And it's like, oh, this is mysteriously cheap. It's like, oh, yeah, it's just like the fucking card that comes in the box.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to buy the box. I'm not going to have, you know, I'm not a fucking cat or 4-year-old. Like, I want the thing. Like, because a lot of the time, you can get the Transformer cheaper if you get it shipped to you, not in the box. Because they just fucking, it's cheaper, you know, that is for shipping wise. They can just wrap it up in fucking, you know, bubble wrap and shit.
So
That's how I got my Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. There you go, kids. If you've got this game and you own this game, you're sitting on a shitload of money if you want to sell it.
Yeah, congratulations. Something in your life now has value.
Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know